Saturday night, I'm Walter Perez. We begin with breaking news from the city's Lawncrest section. A woman who was 7 months pregnant has been shot and killed after attending her own baby shower. Action News reporter KATRO joins us live from the scene with details on this horrific crime. Katie.
Walter, police say it appears that this woman was targeted. She was unloading gifts from her baby shower in and out of her car into her house when someone came over and shot her in the head and stomach. Police are still out here looking for clues, and the situation got tense at one point as a woman who identified herself as this woman's best friend came out here screaming, very upset by all of this. You can see police out here, and I want to show you that car in front of the woman's house, still filled with diapers inside. We just got an update from police, and they say whoever is responsible for this is cowardly. Take a listen.
What do you say? I mean, the person that did this couldn't be more cowardly.
Police say a 32-year-old woman returning from her own baby shower, unloading presents from her car when she was shot and killed outside her home on the 6100 block of Palmetto Street in Lawncrest. An officer in the area heard the gunfire around 8:30 p.m. and rushed to the scene to find the 7-month pregnant woman shot multiple times in the head and stomach. She was rushed to Einstein Medical Center, but it was too late. Both mother and her unborn child died. Neighbors say they are fed up with the gun violence.
And she was a nice person up and down the street. Would this just happen right here at the end of my block? Enough is enough. It's time for the city to do something. Something. Everybody getting fed up. We tired of it.
And tell me what you and your wife heard inside your house.
No, she just heard 7 shots. That was it. And it's just sad.
The city is nearing 500 homicides. Children are getting shot, unborn children getting shot. What is the city doing about this?
The city as a whole is doing what we can. We can't stop people who are intent on shooting somebody. When I look at this situation, it looks like someone was targeting her and looking for her.
And again, back out here live, that is the car that the woman was unloading gifts from her own baby shower from when she was shot in the head and stomach. Again, still many baby presents still left inside the house. Now, police still out here on scene looking for clues as to who's responsible for this. They say at this point they don't know if they're looking for 1 or 2 or more people, and they don't know a motive at this point. But what they do know is that this was targeted, and police say they found around 11 shell casings out here tonight. Police on scene also telling me that they believe that the woman's mother was inside of that house when her own daughter was shot outside of her house with a 7-month baby. Again, both mother and that unborn child unfortunately died tonight. That's the very latest here in Lawncrest. I'm reporting live. KATRO, Channel 6, Action News. Walter?
Such a disturbing story. All right. Thank you, Katie. Well, Philadelphia police are also investigating an attempted robbery that ended in a deadly shooting. A food delivery man fought back when 3 armed robbers approached as he arrived home in the city's Mayfair section overnight. Let's go to Action News reporter Jacqueline Lee live at police headquarters, and Jacqueline's security cameras in that neighborhood recorded the whole thing.
That's right, Walter, and police are reviewing the footage. Now, multiple neighbors tell me that the suspects were actually waiting for the victim before trying to rob him. Those neighbors call the victim brave. Saturday night around 12:15 a.m., the victim in an attempted robbery in Mayfair turns the tables on armed suspects. We're blurring the video to protect eyewitnesses, but here you can see the victim near the door of his house.
He was coming home taking a break from his job delivering food for an online food delivery service. He went inside his home with some food for his family. Upon coming out the rear door in the back alleyway behind the 3200 block of Longshore Avenue, he was confronted by 3 black males, at least 2 of whom were pointing guns at him, demanding money.
Police say the victim told the suspects that money was in his car. As one suspect started looking for it, the victim pulled out his gun and started shooting.
I don't really like violence, but it's in self-defense. So if he didn't shoot them, they might have shot him. So I think in that case, there's not much he can, do.
Neighbors say the area is filled with Brazilian and Chinese immigrants, people who work hard and for long hours. They call the victim brave.
我们很多人华人都没有枪。
It's really good that the victim actually be able to defend himself, because other people wouldn't have a gun or wouldn't be able to defend themselves.
Officials say 2 of the men were hit several times by bullets and taken to the hospital. 1 remains in critical condition. The second suspect died from his injuries, both about 20 years old. The third male suspect is at large. And police say that the victim did have a concealed carry permit. The homicide unit is investigating. At this point, no charges have been filed.
Philadelphia is inching ever so closer to breaking a record for homicides in 1 year. So far right now, that number stands at 492. 500 breaks the record. One of the most recent homicides happened just after 3:30 this morning. A 20-year-old was shot in the head on F Street in the city's Olney neighborhood. Eyewitness news cameras captured more than half a dozen bullet holes in that car right there. Police have not made any arrests so far. More weapons are